Hello, I'm Eli the Restorer, and we're going to be doing this meditation every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time in the United States. So wherever you're at in the country or the world, you can figure that out. Or if you miss it, we're going to have it up on Eli the Restorer on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, so you can do it with a group that want to get together and do this. The pineal gland meditation is something that came about the last 12 years. I met Rabbi Joe Bakst, B-A-K-S-T, when I moved to Colorado, and that was no coincidence. And if you get a chance, check out his website. It's called cityofluz, L-U-Z.com. It's an amazing website. He's very Kabbalistic. He's deep. When I first started studying with him, I was like, everything was going over my head. But I'm able to hyperlink some things now pretty easily after studying all this time. So Rabbi Joel got a hold of Rick Strassman, a psychiatrist. Rick did a study in New Mexico in the mid-90s where he was literally injecting his clients with dimethyltryptamine, DMT, and they were having some pretty amazing experiences, kind of like what you hear with ayahuasca, but you don't throw up with this. And so Rabbi Joel and Rick were talking, actually, they're on a YouTube video from 2010, DMT, the spirit molecule, so I recommend watching that. But what we started to wonder, if we stimulated our pineal gland without being injected, could you get some dimethyltryptamine to be released to have very similar experiences? And yes, the answer is yes. I'm not going to bore you with some of the amazing experiences I've had with this, but I vote for that. So we got a CD we're going to use today. It's hot off the presses. A gentleman put it together for us, donated it to what we're doing, and it's set for two specific things. It slows the brain waves down to theta, and it helps open up your third eye. So you'll be hearing that as we do this meditation. And I found a interesting study that the Army did in 1983 called the Gateway Experience. And it came to us in 2003. We were able to get it, and I just got my hands on it about 6 months ago. And I recommend reading that because a lot of what they're saying in the Gateway Experience, going from left brain to right brain, balancing the two, is very similar to this meditation. Now, they're doing a different technique. They're using different sound. But I think what's going to happen for us during this meditation is we're going to leave our left brain. It'll be there. You're not getting rid of it, but you're going to be more right-brained. And the more we do that, the more balanced we become as humans from left brain to right brain to staying in the middle. So if you get a chance, check that out. The breathing pattern we're going to use today, it's from my rebirthing odyssey, and it's up and down like this. Through the nose. You don't want to do the mouth because your mouth will get dry. You're going to do that the whole time. Now, why do we need the breathing? There's a couple of reasons. It keeps you focused, and there is some theory out there that maybe all the cells have some dimethyltryptamine in it. So by stimulating the lungs through the breathing, it may accentuate the DMT flow. The first 5 minutes, we're going to stimulate the pineal from the back of the head. You see this straw here? So you're going to take the inhale, push it through, hit the pineal gland, stimulate it, come out here, and the two tails come back around. So basically, you're creating a toroidal field around your head for 5 minutes. The CD is set that way, so the first 5 minutes, then we'll go to the next 15 minutes. The next 15 minutes, we're going to be using a torus. And my friend Joe, the producer, created this. Amazing. I want to get this on a t-shirt real soon. So what you're going to do is you're going to breathe up from your root chakra to your pineal gland and out the top of your head, but unlike Kundalini, you're going to bring it back around. We're going to do that for 15 minutes. You don't have to do anything else. And breathe at your own pace. You know, Eli's been doing this for over 20 years, this breath work. So if you're new to it, just speed it up a little bit. You'll hear me breathing on it, but it really creates a lot of stimulation. This is a very Jewish traditional meditation. So we're going to be traveling to Jerusalem And there's a Dome of the Rock. The Muslims are in charge of that part of Jerusalem. But underneath the dome is the rock, the Evan Shtia. You can see that. This rock in the Jewish tradition is big. That's where the two temples were built. That's where Abraham was going to sacrifice Isaac. That's where Jacob had his dream. And there's many other things that happened with this rock. When I was in Jerusalem twice, and being around the Dome of the Rock, you can literally feel that vortex energy. So it's really, really powerful. So I'm going to say, after the breathing, you're going to slow the breathing down to normal, but you want to keep the torus rotating the whole time. Keep everything inside like the furnace. So we're going to go to Jerusalem. We're going to lay on the rock, and then we're going to put on what I affectionately call our earmuffs. These are two angels that were on the Ark of the Covenant. Sandalphon on the left ear, the feminine, Metatron on the right ear, the masculine. Now, what were these particular angels doing on that rock, or on that ark? Well, they acted as amplifiers. They helped to stimulate the pineal, and they helped to have us leave this reality. And again, you don't have to believe Eli. You try it. I know what it's done in my life since 2006. The world needs something, and nothing else seems to be working, so let's give this a shot. So you put on your earmuffs, and then you're going to walk into your pineal gland. This is a wonderful illustration from Rabbi Joel. You imagine you're going to go up through the occipital area, the back of the head, walk up the stairs, and you're going to keep your focus and your attention in your third eye the whole time. You don't need these eyes because you're going to be blindfolded. You want to keep your focus and attention there because this is the eye you're going to need to see, if you see anything today, what you're going to see. Okay? We're going to connect with the other pineal glands that are doing this today. I would say check out, Rabbi Joe's got a wonderful talk on Gaia. Go to the pineal gland section and just look for Joe Baxt. In the Jewish tradition, they believe that the pineal gland was the only part of our body that was not affected by the fall of Adam. Okay, so it's singular. Everything else is dual in us. So there's a reason why it didn't get affected. So we're going to connect all the pineal glands, people doing this morning. And then at the end of the meditation, if you're willing and comfortable, I'm going to suggest you connect your pineal gland to all the pineal glands on earth. It's like sharing this amazing energy today. After you connect pineal glands, we're going to use a sacred sound. It's called Makom, M-A-K-O-M, Makom. What it means in the Jewish tradition is the place of God. So it's an amazing, it creates an amazing vibration and focus for us. Whatever you see with your third eye, you don't want to try to look at it with these eyes. When you're looking out of this eye, you're going to be tapped into your right brain, your creative part of your brain, your mystical part. As soon as you try to go into these eyes, even though you're not going to see anything, you're going to go left brain, linear, logical, and makes it disappear. I did that many, many times before I learned. I just take it all in. I don't analyze anything. I don't try to figure anything out. I try to stay in my right brain as much as I can to enjoy the experience and the scenery. Any of your senses or emotions can be involved in this meditation. Sometimes for me it's very, very visual. Sometimes it's very kinesthetic or emotional. I can't predict what you're going to get. You're going to get what you need today. So don't be upset if you're not seeing all kinds of aliens or other types of things. It may just be, to me, why I like doing this is it helps me to connect to something greater. Eli doesn't get sick. And if I catch a little bug, it's gone in no time, because I think this keeps my vibration up. The letting go part is also essential. Just let go into the experience. I've had experiences doing this, folks, where I literally felt like I was falling through a wormhole, like the floor collapsed under me. And it kind of took my breath away the first time, but I just went with it. So it's about letting go. And I found a really good article recently on near-death experiences in a study by Dr. Grayson. He's a psychiatrist. He came up with this, I think it's 20 questions, 25 questions, that he would give the near-death experience people, because they believe when you have a near-death experience, there's a lot of DMT, dimethyltryptamine, released. Well, for my veteran pineal meditators, I asked them to fill this out, and they scored really high. I've been saying for years, this meditation is like a near-death experience without the death part. And they kind of validated that. I scored high on it too, and you can look that up. It's Dr. Grayson, Greyson. Google him, and you can get that quiz for yourself. If you have any questions or comments, please contact us on our several sites, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope, and we'll be using a few others. I go by the name of Eli the Restorer. Now, it's not about restoring you to wholeness. We're already whole. We just have to remember how whole we are. So I'm going to put the music on now, and we're going to do the 20 minutes of breathing. I want to show you, first I got to put the cameras down. I recommend getting what they call a mindfold. You can get this on Amazon or a lot of places. It's like $14. It's got foam rubber on here, so when I put this on, you're going to do daytime, you don't see anything. So check that out. So let me drop the cameras down a little bit. And again, I'll be talking you through this whole thing, so don't freak out about I forgot something. I'll be with you the whole time. Okay, you're going to hear the new CD we came up with. It was donated, actually. And we're going to start the breathing through the back of our head to our forehead, and then back around. You don't have to say anything, just with your attention. Okay, that was the head. Now we're going to start from the root chakra all the way up the spine, through the pineal gland, out of the top of the head, and those two tails come back around to the root chakra. So let's go for 15 minutes. Again, you don't have to see anything. You just keep the breathing going with your intention. Okay, now let's resume our normal breathing, but keep the torus rotating the whole time. And what I want to do is I want everybody to imagine going to Israel and laying on the foundation stone, the Avishtia, just in your mind's eye. Everything's holographic here. So let's travel to Jerusalem. See it in your mind's eye and see yourself laying on it. And then we're going to put the earmuffs on, Sandalphon on the left ear and Metatron on the right ear. So imagine that's there to amplify things. And from the back of your neck, your occipital area, imagine walking upstairs and plant ourselves right in our pineal gland with your intention. Remember, you're going to keep your focus on your third eye the whole time. Don't look out of your physical eyes, just keep your attention on your third eye. And if you're willing, let's interconnect our pineal glands to everyone doing this with us today. Just with intention. And then I'm going to put the music up, and I want us all to say the sacred sound of Makom as long as you need to feel that vibration and get your focus. Wow. Welcome back. Let's wiggle our fingers and our toes. And if you're willing to, let's connect our pineal glands to all the pineal glands on the planet to share this and to connect and just end this horrible separation. And Eli wants to thank you for joining me today. My experience today was very etheric. I saw a lot of images. I didn't see a lot of specific things. And it took me a little while to get there, but once I was there, I was no longer in this room with anybody else. So if you've got to drive, be careful, stay in the grandma and grandpa lane. And again, if you want to contact me, if you have any questions, feedback, suggestions, go to Eli the Restorer on our different sites, and I would like to hear from you. And please help us spread the word, because if Eli's onto something on his journey, this could be an amazing meditation to really help the planet to restore itself to wholeness. Okay, God bless.